everybody, welcome back to Greek Favorites and More with Nina in the kitchen. Now, when people ask you where you're from and you tell them you're Greek, they usually ask you two things. Do you know how to make baklava or do you know how to make spanakopita, which is spinach pie? Well, I'm not going to make baklava today, but I am going to make spanakopita, which is spinach pie. So we all know that spinach is very high in iron, it's really good for you, and today I'm going to make you my version of Spanakopita spinach pie. So for this recipe you will need to preheat your oven to 375 Fahrenheit, 200 Celsius. You're going to need a spring-form pan. If you don't have a spring-form, that's okay, you don't have to run out and get one. You can use something else that's round, whatever you have at home. Then you're going to be needing 7 phyllo sheets. Now the reason why I have 7 is because when I did the Nutella phyllo wrapped crunch dish, the dessert, I had 14 sheets of phyllo dough, and so I used the 7 for the Nutella and the other 7 is right here. Then you're going to be needing some Greek olive oil in your pastry brush, 3 bunches of organic baby spinach that I've washed very well and dried. Now you don't have to use baby spinach. You can use the regular spinach. I avoid frozen. I don't particularly care for frozen, but some people do use it. You're going to need a little bit of pepper, 2 bunches of spring onions or green onions. Now this is about 10 pieces, and I have chopped these up in little pieces, and then I'm going to show you what else we're going to do with them. 2 eggs. Free-range organic eggs. If you don't have that, that's okay. You don't have to use that. You can just use regular eggs. A good amount of Greek feta cheese. I have a big block here, and then I have a few pieces that I've chopped up into little cubes, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do with this. A generous handful of fresh mint. Some people don't like fresh mint. You can use dough, you can use parsley. I like mint in my spanakopita, and of course your timer. So you're also going to be needing a multi-chopper, and I'm going to show you why you're going to be needing this and what we're going to do with it. So I'm going to move everything down, and we're going to start oiling our spring form, and then we'll get the spanakopita ready. I think it's going to be really good. So I brought everything over, and now I'm going to show you how we're going to oil the spring form so we can place our phyllo sheets into the pan. So we just oil down the spring form like this, just a little bit, you don't need that much. And now we're going to start placing the phyllo sheets one by one horizontally and one diagonally. So there's your horizontal one right there, and we just place it in. It doesn't matter what it looks like because it's all going to get wrapped up anyway. And we put your oil, dab in your oil, just like this. Put your oil in. And we're going to do this 7 times, one diagonally, just like that. Here's your other one. A little bit of oil. You don't need that much, but you just want to make sure that your oil is covered everywhere, that all your sheets have been nicely covered. So just a little bit though, you don't need a lot. And here's another one horizontally. And it doesn't matter if they start breaking, it's okay because it's all going to get covered up anyway, so don't worry about that. Put your oil, brush it in. Make sure you get it all over the place. Now, you know, everyone has their way of doing spanakopita. I've never seen one recipe that's the same. I mean, there's so many different recipes out there. Everyone kind of does it the way they like. I've made this recipe many times. I've made many spanakopitas, and I like this one the best. So I thought it would be a good idea to share it with you today, and you can let me know what you think. And so we're going to keep going. And how many more do I have left here? Yeah, I've got 3 left. Take these off. And like I said, it doesn't matter if it tears, it's okay. Because anyway, it's going to get covered up with all the spinach. So it's just fine. I'll keep going. Just like this. And you're going to bake this about 20-25 minutes. You're going to notice it's going to get a nice golden color on the top. It's going to be all crunchy. It's going to be very good. I think you're going to like it. Now we have one more after this. Your oil. Now usually you can find phyllo sheets just about in all your grocery stores these days. If you can't find it in your grocery store, you will be able to find it in any Mediterranean delicatessen, Middle Eastern delicatessens. Just about everyone has phyllo these days. So it's not something that you can't really find. And this is our last. So I've moved all my ingredients over, and we're going to put a little bit of olive oil in our pot so that we can saute the spinach and the green onions, the spring onions. So we're going to throw in our spinach, just like that, all the spinach in, and while this is cooking down, we're going to put our spring onions into the multi-mixer, just like this, so that we can chop them all up really finely. And it's going to kind of be it's almost going to be like a mushiness to it. You'll see what it's going to look like, but it really brings out the flavor of the spring onion in your Spanakopita. It's very delicious. So let's do that right now. And I'm sorry that I know this is an annoying sound, but we have to do it. And when you get all of that in, so we just swirl it around a little bit, just like that. Okay, that's good. Now we're going to add this into the spinach. You see what that looks like? Shred it up really finely. I'm going to add this into the spinach, just like this. And let this cook down. So we're going to put this in. We're going to put in a little bit of pepper. I don't add salt to the Spanakopita, the spinach pie, because your feta cheese, your Greek feta cheese, already has plenty of salt. So you really don't need more. Now, if you like your food salty, then you can add in more salt, but I don't really particularly care to do so. And we're going to give this a little bit of stir, mix it around a little bit, and we're going to let it cook down. So I'd say maybe about 15-20 minutes. You want most of the moisture to come out of your spinach. Now some people, when they do Spanakopita, they do boil their spinach. I don't. I just cook it just like this. It doesn't really need to be boiled because it takes out a lot of the nutrients, and that's what you want. You want to keep the nutrients in there because, you know, spinach is very good for you. It's healthy and it has a lot of iron. So this is really a perfect dish for if you're vegetarian, if you need your iron. So we're going to let this cook down about 15-20 minutes, and then we'll see what it looks like once it's done, when the spinach is all cooked. And then we're going to show you how you're going to do your eggs and your feta cheese. So we're going to let this cook, and then we'll be right back. Spinach has been sauteing, and you can see it right there what it looks like. It's still nice and green and vibrant. You don't want it too dark because it's not going to be as tasty. So we're going to add in our pepper, just a little bit of pepper. Like I said, I don't add extra salt to the spinach pie. Some people do. I don't. Just give it a good stir. And now what we're going to do is, while this is cooling a little bit, we're going to take it off of this fire right here. While this is cooling a little bit, we're going to take our feta here that we have, and we're going to cut it up in a good chunk, some good chunks like this, just like that. And we're going to add our eggs in. And this is going to make it really creamy, super soft, super creamy. So we're going to add our eggs in just like that. Be sure you wash your eggs whenever you use eggs in any recipe. Always wash your eggs. So put 2 eggs in, and we're going to put them in our multi-mixer again and make them really creamy. good, just like that. And while the spinach is cooling, we're going to wait a little bit because you don't want to put your eggs into the hot spinach because then you're going to end up with scrambled eggs. So we're going to let this cool a minute till all the steam stops coming out. You see that? When the steam stops coming out, it's cooled enough that you can add in your feta cheese, your Greek feta cheese, and your eggs. So we're going to let this cool till all the steam stops coming out, and we're going to add that in. And then we're going to also add in our cubed up Greek feta cheese right here. So let this cool a little bit and we'll be right back. Taking the spinach out from the stove, and you can see there's no steam coming out from the top, and that's what you want. You don't want it to be hot. Now I'm going to add in the fresh mint. The reason why I don't cook the fresh mint in with the spinach because I don't want the nice flavor of the fresh mint to lose anything. You want it to have a nice flavor to it. And you want your colors to be nice and vibrant like this is right now. You can see how vibrant they are, like just like that. So then we're going to add in our feta cheese and egg mixture, just like that, into the spinach and fresh mint. Scrape all that out, you don't want to waste it. And this makes your Spanakopita, your spinach pie, nice and creamy. And then we're going to add in a couple of nice cubed pieces for the top. It's going to be really good. So let's stir that in, just like this. So pretty. It smells so good. It just smells so nice and fresh. We'll stir that in. And we're going to add in our cubed up Greek feta cheese, just like that. Stir that in there, just like this. I'm going to show you what it looks like too. That's what it looks like, so you'll know what it's supposed to look like. And now we're going to take our spring form with the phyllo. It doesn't matter if your phyllo's dried up because it's going to get baked anyway, so don't worry about that part. So we're going to add in our spinach mixture to the phyllo. Just put that in like that. Just like this, get all of it in. Move that aside. And get our olive oil. So we're just going to press that down with our spatula, just gently, just like this. That's what it looks like. There you go. So now what we're going to do is we're going to start folding down the leftover phyllo sheets one by one, just like that. And we're going to oil them with the Greek olive oil. It's going to make it nice and crunchy. Just like this, just oil them down. We're going to bake this in the oven for about 30-35 minutes. It gets nice and golden on top. Crunchy, super crunchy. Take your olive oil, make it like that, and the olive oil makes it nice and shiny as well. One by one, just like this. It doesn't matter what it looks like, it's all going to get baked up. You'll see the end, how it's going to be. I hope you make this. It's really nice, it's good. It's perfect for your kids, for a snack. They can take it to school, it's healthy. Everything inside is fresh ingredients, good healthy fresh ingredients. Try to buy as much organic as you can. I know it's not always available, but whenever you can, pick it up if it's at a reasonable price as well. So there you go, just like this. Brush it all the way around. And there you are, you're done. Looks just like that. Now we're going to bake in the oven for about 30-35 minutes. So keep an eye on it, you don't want it to burn. So let me try to also turn on my trusted timer because I don't want to forget about it as well. So I'm going to put it for 30 minutes and then we'll check on it. So throw this in the oven and we'll see what the end result's going to be once it's been baked. So I've taken it out of the oven, it's cooled, and this is what it looks like. So now we're going to cut it to see how it tastes. It smells really nice, so it should taste good as well. Let me just cut it. You hear how crunchy it is? Super crunchy. All the aromas are just fantastic, magnificent. Very creamy inside. Nice piece here so we can taste it. Smells nice. Now we'll taste it. Let's see. So this is my version of Spanakopita. Make it for yourself. Make it for your friends and family. Make it for the people you love. And also it's dedicated to my good friend Susie.